In this video, we'll be looking at how to formulate grower pig feed and to also let you know how much to budget for a single pig if you intend raising them. The expected weight is 25 kg to 60 kg, and 25 kg stands for the time where you have just weaned them to enter the growing phase. But at the end of the growing phase, your pig should be at least 60 kg. You get it? So they should be 60 kg by the fourth month. If your pigs are not 60 kg, that means there's something wrong or it is maybe due to your breed. So we're formulating this feed based on 8 ingredients that are available, and we have them as corn, soybean, palm kernel, rice bran, wheat, and malt, and then salt, as well as the lysine component. And the ingredients, we will be formulating them based on the percentages given. So with the corn, if you're formulating for grower pigs, you have to use 40% as corn, soybean meal 15%, PKC or the palm kernel cake also 15%, rice bran and then the wheat bran, that is also 10% each. But for the malt, you need 3%, salt and lysine also 1%. But note that this formula might not work for all pigs. It works for some and it doesn't also work for some. So you need to keep adjusting some of the components. But for this video's sake, we go according to what we have here. So the daily feed requirement for each pig in the growing phase is 1.5 kg to 2 kg a day. But to make things simpler for ourselves here, we will stick to 2 kg per day. So the number of days also within the growing phase is 60 days. That is 2 months. You know, in the weaning stage, that is 2 months already, 25 kg. And then from the 25 kg to 60 kg, that is where they have also taken another 2 months, making it 4 months old pig. Okay, so the number of days within this phase alone is 60 days. That is, you will need about 120 kilograms of feed to be consumed by just a single pig. So imagine if you have 10, you need to multiply that by 10 so you know exactly how much feed you give to your pigs. What about the quantity of each ingredient? So now let's look at the total feed you will need in kg consumed in the growing phase. So like I said, the total feed that will be needed by a single pig in this phase is 120 kg. And if you are to get the exact kilograms of corn using the 40%, that will be 50 kg of the total feed to be corn. Soybean meal also to be 18%. If you are working with the 15% here, that will be 18 kilograms. Palm kernel also 18 kilograms. Rice bran and wheat 10% each, making it 12 kilograms. Malt will be 3%, which is 3.6 kilograms. Salt 1%, which is 1.2 kilograms. There was a mistake here. Lysine is also 1.2 kilograms. But you might also want to know, so how much will it cost in all for me to formulate this kind of feed for my animals? With this, I will tell you that it's not a constant, and based on where you are located, it will definitely vary from where I'm located. So with that, I don't want to confuse you and then make things complicated for you. If you go and then maybe the pricing I gave you is not the same as your place, you begin to fight the shop owner or the farmers over there. So I only recommend that you go to the feed shops available in your area or the local crop farmers. If you want to buy the corn, go to them, know the current price, and then you can use that one to calculate and know exactly how much to budget for the feed in this stage. With that said, let's move. So the feed distribution, you can decide to give 1 kg in the morning and 1 kg in the evening, since in all you are supposed to give 2 kg in a day. Or you can also try to feed them 3 times in a day, which will be 0.6 kg in the morning, same thing in the afternoon, and then you repeat it in the evening. But water should be readily available for the pigs to be drinking. It should be drinkable water, not just water. If the water is dirty, if it has been stagnated in the drinking trough for like 2 3 days, discard it and put another fresh one there. So each morning you have to change the water, make the water very drinkable for them. If you don't have this nipples installed and you are doing everything manually like myself I used to do, you have to always keep changing the water. Even if possible a day you change it twice, because water is a major component of the weight in your pigs you see. So you have to ensure that you give them water for them to be eating and drinking. So what if after all this you didn't get the 60 kg after the 4 months of raising the animals? That one, it can also be due to the breed you have. If somebody is raising large white and you're also raising the Duroc, definitely the Duroc will go and leave the large white. If everything is equal, the Duroc will always go because it is known to be one of the fastest growing pigs we have in this industry. So the Duroc and the large white as well as the land race, there are going to be a lot of differences if everything stands stable and equal for them all. And also the health, maybe you didn't do something right in the beginning, especially when you have your piglets are born, you refuse to give them the iron, and through that they're not able to absorb the nutrient they need for their growth faster. This iron helps them boost their blood, and then circulation is very fast because of the iron inside there. And this is the case, you have refused to give it to them. So it means the absorption of a nutrient rate will be very low. In that case, you are not going to also get it as compared to somebody who has been doing everything. And maybe you, after weaning them also, we didn't also deworm them, and they are growing with the worms inside them, such that whatever feed they take, the worms also take part of it from the pigs. So they don't get all the nutrients they need for their growth. Okay, so you need to also look into all this and put in the best management practices as well as the vaccinations to go by it. And also with the management here also, if you put too many pigs in one single room or a small enclosure, definitely there's going to be heat produced, and that will cause stress. If there's this kind of stress in your pigs, definitely you know that you are not going to get them as you need. They will struggle to grow, and that will also affect their weight. So, like I said, also, it's not always that everything will work for you perfectly, as I've said here. There are some you'll be struggling to do it until you're able to rectify it. But if you know everything is on point, and maybe you are raising Duroc and you're not able to get this weight at the end of it all, that means you have to go back and then adjust the feed ratio. Usually, maybe you increase the soybean meal here by, like, take it to 20 instead of 15, and then you reduce either the rice bran or the wheat bran. Okay, and then also maybe adjust the corn. But for this video's sake, I think this is one of the best formula you can use, and then you observe your animals to see. Some of you also ask that, so in that case, how do I even weigh this thing? That is why you need a weighing scale on your farm. It's not just for weighing the pigs when you want to sell them, but you can actually get this weighing scale to help you with this formulation. If you need to weigh the 54 kg of corn, you get your platform scale, or you get the crane scale where you hang it and then get the maize poured into maybe a bowl, and then you hang it on the scale to read for you. Or if it is in a sack, you have this platform scale, you lift it and then place it on the scale, it will read, and then you get the weight, you mix it into the feed. So definitely that is also one of the uses of the scales you need to have on your farm. Okay, so with this 1.2 kg with this 1.5 kg to 2 kg per day per pig, definitely it's not all of the pigs that will eat the same amount. Some, no matter what, they will eat small or they will eat less. If you keep giving them more than they need, they will always waste it, lie on it, roll on it, and they make it dirty. They don't consume it again. But if you partition it, especially with the distribution aspect, instead of giving 1 kg in the morning and forgetting about afternoon or leaving the farm and then coming back in the evening, if you're able to do it 3 times in a day, if you go there in the morning, the pig refuses to eat it or finish the 0.6 kg in the morning, you know that in the afternoon you reduce it, or you might not even give, and then you go back and give in the evening. With this, it will help you to also save yourself some cost by not wasting feed. So usually, personally, if I am on the farm, I prefer to feed my pigs 3 times in a day, so that I give them in small portions. They finish everything. I go to give in the afternoon again. They finish it. That's why I'm able to track them and monitor them and see the kind of pigs that are eating and those that are also eating. If I see that everything is okay for you, but you have refused not to eat enough food, with that I reduce your feed and give it to the ones that eat more. You get it? So this is what I just wanted you to get to know. And I will make another video on other aspect of feed formulation with the weaning as well as the creep feed side, and also with how you're supposed to feed your boar, the sows. If you want to get a lot of piglets from a sow, how you're supposed to feed them to avoid any birth the defect in your piglet, how you're supposed to feed the sow and manage for them. So in this series, we'll be talking about just the feed formulation, and usually with the cost involved in raising your animals, especially in the feeding aspect of it. So just subscribe to the channel and stay tuned as we work this thing out.